Today is April the 1st, 2024, and this is episode 2 in a 4-part series focused on some key revelations in the books of Jonah and Joel that point to the upcoming eclipse. The messages in this series are crucial for all Yah-only Israelites and those Hebrew Israelites whom Yah is calling to join his remnant. This video is being produced as a Yah-ordained partnership between two channels, Yahuwah Lives and Melissa Yisrael. The inspiration for this teaching came after Melissa saw the path of the eclipse going through multiple cities called Nineveh, and Yah began to reveal to us a hidden meaning in the book of Jonah and the book of Joel. We count down to the eclipse on April the 8th. Yah has directed us to teach the children of Israel how the story of Jonah outlines the journey from Israel's rebellion to our awakening to our Hebrew identity to becoming Yah only. And most importantly, it shows us what is required of us during the eclipse. In the last video, we focused on Jonah chapter 1, and we explored how Joppa represents the place of our rebellion. The ship represents our travel toward idolatry. Being thrown overboard represents our awakening and partial separation from paganism. And the fish represents our continued reliance on the idol of Christianity. Now this video will focus on Jonah chapter 2, where we transition from being swallowed up by paganism to being Yah only. Let's follow along with Melissa as she reads, and afterwards we'll dive in and see whether we can see ourselves in the text.
Chapter 2, verses 1 through 10. And Jonah prayed to Yah his Elohim from the stomach of the fish, and he said, I called to Yah because of my distress, and he answered me. From the stomach of Sheol I cried, and you heard my voice. For you threw me into the deep, into the heart of the seas, and the floods surrounded me, and all your breakers and waves passed over me. So I said, I have been driven away from your eyes. Would I ever look again toward your set-apart Hakal? Waters encompassed me unto life. The deep closed around me. Weeds were wrapped around my head. I went down to the base of the mountain. The earth with its bars were behind me forever. But you brought up my life from the pit, O Yah, my Elohim. When my life fainted within me, I remembered Yah, and my prayer went up to you, into your set-apart Hakal. Those observing false worthlessnesses forsake their own loving commitment. But I slaughter to you with the voice of thanksgiving. I pay what I have vowed. Deliverance is of Yah. Then Yah spoke to the fish, and it vomited Jonah on the dry land.
Now in this chapter, two things happen. First, Jonah prays, and then Yah acts. We're going to carefully examine the prayer of Jonah to reveal how it symbolizes the transition from embracing Christian doctrines to serving and trusting in Yah only. First, Jonah describes the scene. He says he has been cast out of his sight in the deep, and this symbolizes the children of Israel being scattered among the nations. He says the weeds are wrapped about his head, and this symbolizes the indoctrination of our slave masters. He says that he is afflicted, and this symbolizes the 400 years of oppression and affliction. He says that he is in the belly of hell, and this symbolizes Christianity swallowing us up. He says he's been down to the bottom of the mountains, and the bars of the earth are surrounding him. And this symbolizes the fish of Christianity taking Israel lower than we have ever been, to the lowest parts of the earth, the lowest of the low. And it has us trapped there. Then what happens? Jonah says when his soul fainted, he remembered Yah, and his prayer came to Yah's holy temple. This symbolizes the Israelites' true awakening to being Yah only. Next, he acknowledges that people who believe in lying, empty idols forsake their own mercy. And this symbolizes the Israelites acknowledging their era of following the idols of Christianity. Number 3, he says that he is ready to sacrifice to Yah with a voice of thanksgiving. And this symbolizes that the Israelites are ready to focus and acknowledge Yah only. Number 4, he says that he will pay that he has vowed. This symbolizes the Israelites' rejection of false doctrines that tell us that we don't have to pay for our errors and that the false God paid it all. And number 5, he declares that salvation is of Yah. And this symbolizes the completion of the transition when an Israelite comes to the conclusion that Yah only is our Savior and Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Without saying a word to Jonah, Yah commands the fish to vomit the fully awakened Yah-only Israelite out onto dry land. And this represents total freedom from Christianity. In the next video, we will look at what happens when a fully awakened Yah-only Israelite reports for duty in Nineveh. So stay tuned for part 3.